Hello. Thank you for joining us and welcome to the Game 14 of the Real Racquetball Show. Welcome everyone for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Please like and share the link. We would like to get the show out to as many people as possible. We really like the information we're able to get out to you. This is a great forum for doing that. So please like and share it as much as you can. We need to get as many people watching the show as possible. We have a really good show for you tonight. A lot of different topics, a couple really important ones that are really near and dear that I think everybody's been waiting to get some information about. Before we get to that, we have a special guest host I want to welcome to the show. Most of you probably know him. If you don't, you will get to know him pretty quick. He's one of the dynamic players around. When I've met him several times, and he's just a really, really dynamic, nice guy. And when we were thinking and discussing co-hosts, this gentleman came to mind right off the top. He was the first gentleman I called. So if you'll welcome onto the show, Maurice Miller from Georgia. Maurice, welcome to the show. How are you?
How's it going? What's going on, Mike? How's it going, everybody?
Going well. Okay. I think first off is just kind of let everybody get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of how you got to playing, and what you think about the show, and what we're hoping you will bring to the show.
All right. So I started playing racquetball around 6 or 7. My obviously, if anyone doesn't know, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. I have 2 brothers, an older brother and a twin brother. Our dad used to go to the YMCA that was down the street, and it was either stay at home or go with dad when he comes home. And it was like, okay, we're going to go with dad. And in the beginning, it was either go to daycare because y'all know I'm 6'2" now, but we don't have to talk about that. It was either go to daycare or you have to sit there and watch him. And so when he would get done, we'd run in there and grab his racket and then hit the ball. And so he was like, okay, if y'all want to play, we'll teach you. And so that's how I started playing. My dad was maybe a C player. And my first tournament, I was 8. It was March of 2002. All right. Wow. So that's a lot of years of racquetball. We're almost at 21. So, that's how I do it. I love it still to this day. I watched a couple episodes of the show. I like it. I like the idea that comes behind it. I like that there's more communication between the board, USA Racquetball and us members. And so what I hope to bring is more direct approach from as a member point, or as a racquetball player, not I wouldn't say as the organization, but to hope bring some insight, and maybe if there's anything someone wants to know, or anything a member has or has a question on, or anything that you might want to know, or anything I can say, hey, Mike, tell them about this, then hopefully we can do that, because I know you're really passionate about doing that, and everyone is passionate about doing it. And so that's what I hope to bring to Real Racquetball.
Great. And that's really what we're looking for. Is we love all of the questions that we get from the viewers. We still have a list of them, and we try and go through those and pick out ones that are, we think everybody wants to know. And the last show and this one are so full that we really haven't had much of a chance to get back to answering questions. I hope in the next show or two, we're able to get back to that a little bit. So certainly if you've got questions, send them to myself, send them to Maurice, send them to USA Racquetball. We really want to know what you're thinking, what you want to know. We're telling you a lot of information. Hopefully it's information you want to know. So, Maurice, that's cool. I didn't know you had a twin brother. That's interesting.
Yeah, I do. So all of them. My older brother plays not as much, but he's getting back into it, especially recently. And my twin brother still plays. I saw him Saturday. My older brother went Monday, but I couldn't make it. And so, we're not going to talk about my height, but he's a good bit taller than I am. So if you ever saw us walking by, unless you know us, you would never know we were twin brothers, And so I tell everybody we're identical, but we are fraternal. And I'm older, so it's okay. I don't get to pull that older card, but one of these days he's gonna let me do it. But no, if you've ever seen us at US Open, I know I hang around Troy a lot, but my brother will come around and we'll all just hang around each other. You know, it's a blast. And so he plays when he can.
That's cool. That's good to know. Got a quick question that Victoria Rodriguez asked of you. Says, I have a question. What can you tell all the young players, Maurice?
Love what you do. You know, racquetball is, to me, the best sport in the world. I've played almost all of them. You know, for me, racquetball has afforded me opportunities to meet a lot of the friends that I have to this day. It allowed me to become on this platform. If you conduct yourself in a respectable manner, people will see it. They might not come up to you directly, but they'll see it. So always conduct yourself responsible and respectably. And if you want to get better, have fun at it first and then work on it one step at a time. You know, it might seem a lot harder at first, but enjoy it as long as you can, you know, enjoy every second of it as you can. And if you ever see me, please feel free to come up. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If you see me in the middle of a match, hey, Maurice, come on, ask me the question. I promise you I'm going to answer it. I have fun at it. You know, that's why I'm in it. I love it. It's like that.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's jump right in. There was an email that went out this morning. Hopefully everyone received it. It was announcing the election for the board seats. If you did not receive it, we send all of those emails out through iContact. They don't go out through R2. There are two separate email lists. iContact, you can unsubscribe from iContact. And if you did not receive the email this morning, it may very well be because somewhere along the line, you either intentionally or accidentally unsubscribed for it. So if you did, please reach out to communications@usaracquetball.com. Send an email. We will help connect you with iContact. We can't unsubscribe you, but we can help you figure out how to log in, how to get into it, and get reissued back into iContact. We want everybody getting the information we possibly can. So if you didn't receive the election email this morning, please reach out to communications and we'll see if we can't get you some help. All right. Speaking of which, as the email that went out this morning said, the USA Racquetball Board of Directors election started today. Yes. Runs for the full month. You have to be a full member to vote in it. So if you're not a member of USA Racquetball, then please renew your membership, go in and vote. There are 4 candidates. We're filling 2 vacancies. So, you know, go in there and vote. I know that there were a lot of them that voted today because I got several emails from people that were struggling logging into their accounts. And we got that fixed real quick and they were able to go in and vote. Maurice, did you go in and vote today?
I will vote tomorrow. Okay. Today. But I did see a little bit of talk on Facebook about the election. So if anybody has anything, if you say there's something wrong with the board, or if you have an opinion, vote for your candidate and tell them this is what you want, and hopefully they can provide that change that you want. But if you're talking and not do anything about it, you know, you're really fixing the problem. Let's fix the problem or issues that you say you have. Please go out there and vote. It really means a lot. Become a member, subscribe, vote.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, I've been involved in racquetball for a long time, and we have a really strong board right now. I really love the energy on the board, the people doing a lot of work that I've never seen done before. And not all of it's visible. We're trying to get as much communication out as we possibly can, but there is so much being done behind the scenes right now that will be visible soon enough. Yep. So please vote, get the people representing that you want representing. Yep. You have a choice. And if you don't like any of them, then all I can say is please run for the board.
Right. Got to say, yeah.
We want all the help. We want all the new ideas, any great ideas, and people that are willing to do things, not just say them. You know, there's a lot of discontent. And I understand all that, but I love hearing all the stories of people that are getting involved and helping pull somebody out of court, teach them how to play. That's like your story about your dad getting you to play. That's really one of the best ways to get the game growing.
Absolutely.
Find a junior, get them on a court, put a racket in their hand. If they don't have a racket, call me. I'll send them one.
Yep. I give lessons here. Do whatever I can. Do something.
Yeah. Because it's a grassroots effort that makes racquetball grow. It's going to happen in the courts, in the states, those type of things. We will do everything we can to support it. All right. So any questions about that, reach out to communications@usaracquetball.com. Give one of us a call. We all want to help. So give us a call. Next topic up, I want to congratulate our new Hall of Fame inductees. I absolutely cannot wait to have both of these at the induction ceremony. This is really, really cool. Kelley Beane, Aimee Ruiz, congratulations. I really look forward to the induction ceremony.
Yes.
Maurice, you probably ran into these two a few times, haven't you?
I don't know if I've ever played them. I'm not on that level of skill, obviously. They're Hall of Fame inductees. I'm just Maurice. I definitely know of them, though, for sure. I know Aimee, been up to New Jersey. Kelley Beane, I might have run into, but I can't honestly say it. But congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. That's all I can say. Yeah. I hope we get there one day.
Yeah. Well, and this year's induction ceremony is going to be a great one. We're going to have a lot of inductees because we have, since COVID canceled the 2020 national singles, which is where the induction always happens. We have those candidates or those inductions that are going to happen at the same time. So we're going to invite all of them and have a real celebration. And we'll talk a little bit more about that a little later in the show.
Okay.
So let's jump into the two main topics of the show, which is really cool. The USA Racquetball has for many, many, many years put out a scholarship to either current college students or incoming college students. And this year, USA Racquetball is awarded 4 scholarships, $500 each. I want to be the first to thank the donors to make that possible. If you're considering at all a good place to put your money to help racquetball, the scholarship funds is a great place to put it. So I want to invite, we have all 4 of the recipients guests on our show. I was really pleased to see all of them be available. First, we have Nikita. Can we get Nikita on the show? There we go. Nikita, welcome to the show.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi. We have Julia from Pennsylvania. Can Julia join us? There you go. Hello, Julia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And we have Krish from California.
Hi, everyone. How you guys doing?
Great. We have Tarun from Utah.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. And congratulations to all 4 of you. This is really cool. I know two of you have won this in the past. So I want to go through a little bit and give each of you a chance to just tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started, if you're in school now or if you're still selecting. That kind of information would be fantastic. If there's any key people that have helped you get to this point, this is great. Nikita, we'll start with you since you're the first one on. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in racquetball and how this scholarship might help you.
Yeah, so I started playing racquetball probably 10, 12 years ago. It was kind of just like a family pastime kind of thing. My dad got me and my brother into it.
Cool.
And I've kind of played ever since, going to the tournaments, been part of Team USA with like Krish and Julia. So it's been one of the most amazing experiences. I'm currently a sophomore in college at UC Berkeley, and the scholarship has been awesome. Quick thank you to the donors.
Cool. What do you major in?
I'm currently a cognitive science major, looking to declare this semester, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, congratulations. That's
great. Yeah. All right. Next is what? Julia?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm a
Julia.
freshman at Baldwin Wallace. Go Yellow Jackets. BW has a really cool racquetball program here, so I've been getting my friends involved in the racquetball team. Similar to Nikita, I also started. My dad got my brother Thomas Carter and I started when we were youngins, and we've been playing ever since. I have been lucky enough to travel and go to Worlds with Christian, Nikita, and I just want to thank the people who donate to USA Racquetball because it's very important. Every little bit counts, and yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you. That's really cool. Krish, what's your racquetball story?
So when my family moved to Tracy, so we're like around 20 minutes from 209, for you guys all know Stockton. And yeah, I started playing when I was around 4 years old. It was just like family pastime. My dad used to go play with the local people. He got me and my brother into it, and then from there, it just skyrocketed. I went to my first nationals in LA in 2012, and then I got to win a few national championships and play in Worlds with Nikita and Julia, which was probably one of the best memories I've ever had. And yeah, I want to thank all the donors because I love to see racquetball grow. Like, especially in my area, racquetball is like, it's growing a little bit, but I would definitely love to see it grow more, and every penny counts. So yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay. All right, Mr. Tarun. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. What's up?
Well, my name's Tarun. I'm from Utah. I'm a senior in high school. Well, I come from a big background of tennis. So I played like super competitively growing up. And I kind of found out about racquetball in my freshman year of high school. It's like my school's most popular sport. And so coming from a background of tennis, I thought I'd try it out. And having that foundation really helped. So I started getting really into it, getting better very fast because I had those skills. And even today, I play with like a two-handed backhand in racquetball. And I mean, it works. And I've just gotten to really enjoy it, played tournaments around my state over the years. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'd like to just thank a few people. My Coach Dolben at my school really helped me improve in many different ways, get away from some of my tennis habits. And other than that, just the donors. This is one of my favorite sports now, for sure. I can say that. And honestly, seeing it grow is really awesome. So thank you so much. And yeah, this is a great honor. So
sweet.
Congratulations. Coming from tennis, that's interesting. I know several really good tennis players that have converted to racquetball, and it's interesting because a couple of them said it was really easy. They had no trouble breaking the habit of, breaking your wrist or not breaking your wrist. And a couple others said it was a challenge for them. They really had to work on it. How'd you overcome that?
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I mean, I like serve like by bouncing the ball and it goes like over my head. So like I hit it like a tennis serve, and that like definitely like it. The thing overall is that it like tricks people, I guess, who come from like a large background of racquetball, because I just play differently. But obviously there are a lot of things like that, like technical kind of things that I lack in. So that part is a little difficult, but it's still really fun.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Well,
keep at it. Keep at it.
Well, congratulations to all of you. We just really appreciate your taking the time. I know the submission, the process to submit your application takes a little bit of work, but really appreciate it. And congratulations to all of you, and best of luck on your college careers. And hopefully you keep playing racquetball. And the only thing I can tell you is find somebody else to teach.
Yeah.
Share it. Because I know a couple of you made the comment about how how wonderful it's been, and all your friends and all play, and it's that all of my best friends are all racquetball people. Yeah. I've met everybody I hang out with and do things with for the most part are all racquetball people. So it's a great social sport, and you can play it forever.
Yeah. Nakia and Julia, you all had a shout out from Brian Dixon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Brian.
Cool.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, we know there are a lot of people watching, and you guys all have a lot of support. USA Racquetball is really thrilled when the when the names came to the board, it was a real easy. We just wish we could do a lot more and give out a lot more scholarships. So thank you all very much. And
Congrats, everybody.
All right. Maurice, that's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, for them to be able to, for the donors to be able to give that to them, I know that's going to help them a lot. And they all seemed really passionate. I can wait to see what they do in their careers regarding it, and in college academically. That's going to be the more fun part to see too.
Yeah, and it's fun to be able to help out, even a little bit, just to contribute, help them move forward in that. So hopefully they all get to keep playing and have collegiate programs, or help start a collegiate program if there isn't one in their college, wherever it is they happen to go.
Yeah,
it's a big thing to keep the college game going.
Yeah. See, Mike, back in my day, we didn't have all that. So
yeah, it's my day thing. What's that, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Back in my day. Oh my. Oh, okay. We're just going to move on from that.
Quick question: how long has the scholarship been around?
Long time.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what it is. There's probably Renee probably knows. I think she mentioned it in the meeting, but it's 25 or 30 years they've been doing this.
Wow.
And the amount given out always depends on how much is donated specifically to the scholarship funds. We get questions all the time. Someone will ask, if I donate $50 to scholarship fund, how do I know that's actually going to go to the scholarship fund? Well, it's really simple. That in any time you donate, if you designate exactly where you want that to go, it's then considered a restricted fund. Legally, we have to use that money for what you donated for. Okay. So we even have it for the scholarship. We have a separate account. It doesn't even go into the general fund. We have a separate account that's specific to the scholarship fund.
Okay.
So if we were to get $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, that money has to go to scholarships. We then figure out, do we give out a lot of smaller ones, or one, or how do we divvy that up so that we can make the most impact?
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It really is one of the conversations in the board that is always an interesting conversation. Is we've got like this year we had $2,000.
Yeah.
How do you make the most impact with that? So it's really cool.
Okay.
There you go. Renee did answer it for me. The scholarship's been in place for about 30 years, and so far USA Racquetball has given out over $70,000 in scholarships.
Whew, thank you, Racquetball community.
Really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fantastic. Really cool.
All right.
Now let's move on to the final topic we're going to talk about, and this one is the one most everybody's been waiting for. We've been working behind the scenes on this for 3 months, trying to figure out when COVID was going to ease up, when we could start talking to clubs, and how are we going to put together all of our championships so that we can get, there's the big issues are how do we name a team? How do we name a U.S. team? We have to have competition. So we have we've secured the location, we've secured the dates, and we're going to invite Connor Shane, the director of our national events, in to have a conversation with us. Welcome, Connor. So it's been a really tough year. We're right now coming up to 12 months. And I think it's just to say it's a tough year is an understatement in what it's impacted racquetball. It's shut down tournaments for the most part. Membership has been really, really hurt. I'm not going to give any numbers for it because this is a really positive announcement, and we're going to stay on that. Mm-hmm. So we really have been working hard. Connor's been in contact with a lot of locations. As you know, most universities are all closed. They won't even let you, communicate with them. I've sent a couple emails trying to run some local events to a local campus. They won't even talk to me about it because their rec center is not open. They're not letting students in, so they won't. So we've had a lot of challenge finding locations. We see the pandemic taking a turn. We hope that it continues that way and accelerates the more they get the vaccines out, that this will become easier and easier to do.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to have Stuart cue up the video, and this is where we are going for the United States Racquetball National Championships Festival. Stuart, drum roll.
Oh, there we go. Well, it's St.
How cool
Louis.
is that?
There
We're
we go.
going back
St.
to
Louis.
one of the most historical racquetball locations in the country, St. Louis,
Right.
Missouri.
That's right. That's definitely right. And it's like you said earlier. I mean, it was obviously not an easy decision, right? And it's even less it's less easy and more complicated because in a normal year we'd have these contracts taken care of, a year in advance and get our athletes out there a year in advance and prep with site visits, right? And negotiate hotels and venues and stuff like that. But we weren't really afforded that opportunity this time. So not only was it pushed back to the last minute, but even more so, the venues that we were working with mostly just had question marks. Universities didn't know what they were going to do. Cities were still under regulations, not sure when they were going to open them back up. But the team in St. Louis, it was a partnership by St. Louis Sports Commission, Explore St. Louis, and then Dan Whitley from Missouri High School Racquetball Missouri High School Racquetball Association and Missouri State Association was instrumental in this. And then we got a couple clubs ready, and everything should be taken care of for the most part from the formative phase. So we're ready to roll. We're ready to announce. Hotels are all contracted. We've got discounted rates for all of our members who want to attend, book through that portal, and those rates are right next to that athlete village that we're building. And of course, weekly we're going to have more information come out.
Sweet.
Yeah, it really has been a journey to get to this point. I know that the hotel agreements that you've got worked out, great job on that. The rates are fantastic. I think everybody's going to be really pleased with the rates.
I hope so.
The dates.
Yeah,
What
so the
dates?
they'll be from June 3rd to June 12th. I think you saw it in that logo. We'll post it out again tonight. We're going to launch a press release tonight, and then membership e-blast will go out tomorrow. But the idea is to have all three national championships, national doubles, national singles, national juniors, and then also team qualifying for singles, doubles, and juniors. So it'll all be packed into this 10-day tournament, and it'll be – I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to get this off the ground.
Wow. Yeah. Has there ever been a 10-day tournament?
No, this will be the longest one in history that we've run as a federation. Obviously not the biggest, right? We've got some events that cap out, but this will be the longest one we've ever run.
Wow. That's awesome. That's new. That's awesome.
Yeah. And the idea behind it, and there's been an enormous amount of conversation, discussions, and ideas put out about this. But the idea is to create this as a festival. We didn't want this to be just simply a national championships. So the festival idea, what it comes into is the play each day will stop earlier than it normally has. We're really going to force this to where we're not playing at 10, 11 o'clock at night. It takes away the enjoyment of going to a city like St. Louis and enjoying going out to eat, go to restaurants, go to a baseball game, all the things you want to go do that make racquetball championships and tournaments memorable. And I know for me, the tournaments I go to, that you get a chance to go out and with friends and, go out to dinner and go celebrate or go do something that's other than just play a match, are the ones that I remember the most. mean,
Yeah.
those are part of it.
Well, and that's part of the reason for it, right? And that's why we're calling it a festival. And I'll answer Timmy Hansen's question in the comments. Is Junior Nationals part of this? Yes. Just to review, National Singles, National Doubles, and National Juniors, including team qualifying, will all be part of this 10-day festival. But to your point, Mike, the idea of a festival to us, as me, the director of our events, and then the LOC in St. Louis, and in partnership with St. Louis Sports Commission, building this idea out was, number one, to get enough courts that we can end early. And that means, hopefully aiming at 6 o'clock so that everybody can get out, and we're going to negotiate deals with the restaurants. A lot of those are already in the works right now, and have these kind of, back to play celebratory events, right? Let's go to dinner together. Let's get some drinks together. And then again, sorry, I'm going to answer Jeff Peters' question again. The couple of questions I've gotten so far, what are the exact schedule of events? So that's for the National Events Committee to decide. I'm meeting with them this week, and they're going to decide the exact flow of events, but we're going to do our best to push all the juniors towards the end to be cognizant of those school schedules. Some of those don't get out, especially Oregon, until a little bit earlier in June.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of information that's going to be coming out. We would love to have had everything solidified in time to make the announcement. Fortunately, like you said, getting the agreements with the venues to have enough courts to do this with the hotels was really step one.
Yeah.
Once we had those, and those were just signed a couple days ago, then we want to tell everybody the dates and locations so that you can kind of start blocking it off. The tournament website will be coming soon. We'd like to have that up in the next couple of weeks. But like Connor said, the challenge is we want to get the flow of the events figured out first. I don't want to give away too much in that, because the events committee will have some input in how that goes.
Yep.
But we're the team qualifying. We want to make sure that the players have time that they qualify in singles, that they aren't playing doubles right away, space that out. So there's singles, doubles, and then juniors, almost as 3 different events. One of the ideas that's been discussed.
Yeah, we'll find, I think they'll come to probably the best conclusion to make it work for everybody, and with, of course, input from the National Teams Committee, to get those athletes qualified in the most effective way possible.
Yeah.
But
what's your take on it? This is kind of the first you've heard about it. Also, you really weren't in the know on this until just now. What's your thought about the festival concept?
So I think it's a fantastic idea. I think that it, like you often say, I think it's something new. What I think when you hear a festival is it's everybody getting together, having fun. In my point of view, is you're only on the court 20% of the time, right? So then what are you doing the other 80%? Are you going out mingling? You having fun? Are you listening to music with somebody? Are you all eating food together? Are you making that effort to put yourself out there and help grow this connection from, let's say, Kansas and Georgia, or California and Georgia, or Florida and New York? You can meet so many people, and so hopefully with everybody in this one location and everybody's there at one time, there's just that much more connection which everyone can make with each other. I look forward to meeting as many people as I can, obviously, if I'm able to go, right? Like I said, if y'all see me, feel free to always come up, because I know I'm going to come up to you. So I think it's a great idea. Thank you, Connor, for all the effort you put in.
Well, so to your point too, I'll add on that, because this might make you even happier. So that idea that you talked about of getting everybody together, we're trying to capitalize on that, right? So the motif of this event was connectivity, right? So so not only are we doing this event as a big festival with the combination of these events, but there's a couple things that are already solidified. So hotels, they're solidified. I got the link ready, the portal's ready. All of those can be taken care of early if you want to. I understand people need to get those the rooms and flights taken care of. So no big deal, right? Go through that portal. And the cool thing about this hotel is we have 2 hotels. It's the Sheraton Westport Plaza and the Sheraton Westport Chalet. And they are going to be the host hotels around the athlete village that's already taken care of, right? So that's concrete for us. We're going to do this athlete village with 2 host hotels. We're hoping everybody sits there, and this is going to be this little epicenter of the event. And there's a social there, there's restaurants there, there's bars there. And then, of course, I have some other hotel deals taken care of, but the idea is to put them here with the Jewish Community Center being one venue right there, and then overflow venues being Veta Concord and Veta West. And so we'll be bouncing between them.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
We got everything. Everything should be taken care of for that, and we'll of course launch the info the moment I have it now.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. I'm glad I guys get to. So that's what I would be expecting. That I think that's great. You know, that's what was the main appeals for the U.S. Open was the player village when they redid it, was that everybody can always go to one place and mingle with each other. I think that's terrific.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of details yet to be worked out. We have a lot of work to do to finalize some of the activities. So there's a lot more information that's going to be coming. We're really working hard to get all of these done as quick as possible and get the website up. Well, like I said, we'll have it up fairly soon, but we need to have a lot more details worked out. But working on a lot of different entertainment type things. We'd love to get some live entertainment at the village. It's right around where there's restaurants and bars and activities for people to go do. St. Louis has got a phenomenal zoo for the families to go spend some time. The hope is that you don't have to stay for the entire event. If you're coming, if normally all you do is play doubles, and you've got all the people coming from all over the country that you look forward to every year to go see the other players that you don't see but once or twice a year. This is going to bring everybody together that would play singles and doubles. All the juniors. We want the juniors to be able to watch the team qualifying divisions, watch those athletes compete for Team USA. As you saw, the IRF announced they've got 3 championships on the slate for this year. So we need to put together our team to compete in those. So a lot of really cool stuff going to happen at this. We're really looking forward to getting the date out. We want people to block it off as much of it as they possibly can. Like I said, the hotel rates are fantastic. This is really a nice hotel that's way under what it normally would be. So don't go book your rooms right yet. We have blocks. There'll be space for everybody, and the rates are fantastic. So we want to encourage everybody to stay as long as they possibly can and take part in all of this. Watch a lot of racquetball. We're really excited about this whole concept.
I'm going to answer that question real quick from Troy. He said, now do we have to get passes like in the U.S. Open, or is everything open access? This was the goal that we were talking, right? That connectivity. The goal is that everything is open access.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Availability, that, the venues are okay to get in and out of, barring some potential regulations that I might have to follow for COVID. And then, of course, other things like the ceremonies that we're going to try and host and live events that we're going to host. The goal is to throw the money back into the event and to help make the event better for the athletes. So that's the whole idea, if that answers that question, Troy.
Yeah. We're not selling tickets to anything. Everything's open, and as long as, again, depending on what the COVID restrictions are at that day, at that point, we're going to open up and have as many people as we possibly can enjoy these events. We'll stream at least 2 of the courts. Our intent is to have televisions around at different places at the other clubs, so that if you're playing at one of the Veta clubs, we want you to be able to watch any of the matches that are happening at one of the other clubs that is a qualifying match, those type of things. So a lot of work to do on this one, but we've got a really strong team. A lot of the board members have stepped up, and they're part of the team to put this together. Connor's running the whole thing, so he's taking this and using all of his past experience to make this the celebration we really all need to get racquetball back on the calendar again.
Agreed. And that email will go out tomorrow morning, and that'll have the hotel link, so you don't need to wait too long for that.
Hey, so make sure everybody, members or any viewers, make sure your email with USRA is in there so that you can get the email, so you can get all the information. Okay. Some people have said that, hey, we don't know what's going on. Make sure you're getting the emails. And when you get the emails, actually read them, because some of them contain information. So get your email stuff, get it together.
Yep. And as far as R2 goes, a lot of the emails about the championship, some of them will go out through iContact, others will go out through R2. So be sure you have both of them. You're opted in. If you're not sure, R2 is an easy one. Log into your profile. You can see right there whether you're logged in or opt in to the emails. Change that so you receive all the information. Like I said, eye contact, send an email to communications, usaracquetball.com, and we'll help you get that fixed also.
Okay,
Cool.
Any other thoughts or questions regarding the festival?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If you have anything, you shoot me a message. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you bringing me on to make that announcement.
You bet. Appreciate it, Connor. Thanks for all your work.
See you, Connor.
Maurice, I think this is going to be fun.
I think this is going to be great. This is
Really
great.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And it's been fun helping to build all this and select the location. St. Louis really was a fairly easy choice. We looked at a couple other locations. They got a lot of courts. The support the city put behind this was amazing. They worked really hard to put together a proposal that almost made it a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And the history of racquetball in St. Louis is fantastic. We love the concept of going back there.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like I told you, I think it's a great idea. It's nice to see USA Racquetball is doing their best to make sure the national events can happen. You know, I know the teams who qualified for national singles and national doubles, and even the junior team, you know, they want to know what's going on. So I'm glad that we still get to keep that going on. I really like the idea of the 2 host hotels with the player village too. So this will be great to see. But I like this format. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's really going to come together well. Connor and I are going to take a trip to St. Louis to visit all of the facilities to kind of map out where things will happen, how they will happen, what days they'll happen so that we can put all that information out and people can plan their trip. I know that it's a little difficult now because it's the 3rd through the 12th is a long span. How do you book all that time? Well, as information comes around, we will narrow those down so people can pick out exactly what, how long they're going to stay. Ideally, we want them to stay the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have activities going on the whole time. But, if they're not able to, they'll be able to pick exactly when their matches will happen and the activities that they want to be a part of.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we're well past our 30-minute normal.
We are.
The festival time was really important. We wanted to get that information out, and this was really cool. I enjoyed all the scholarship recipients coming on. Connor's always great to have on the show.
Yep.
Maurice, you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate your input.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can invite you back and get you to come back on the show maybe next time.
Sure.
We'll chat about it afterwards. But until then, I'm going to couple other quick things. I'm going to wrap this up. The Real Racquetball Champion, we will award that in our next show on the 15th. It'll be game number 15. Mm-hmm. So if you have nominations, we already have that one selected for the 15th. But if you have nominations, please send those to us. Tell us a little story about what that person's done in your racquetball community to make an impact, whether it's a junior program, running leagues. If you've seen the recipients so far, you kind of have an idea of what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. We want to recognize folks that are making an impact on racquetball that really aren't getting the notoriety. Just if you weren't from that area, you may not know who they are. So send those nominations to either communications@usaracquetball.com. You can send them directly to Connor. He kind of keeps track of all that. His email address is Shane, his last name SHANE @usaracquetball.com. With that, don't forget about the free leagues, ladders, and software through R2. That ends at the end of March. You don't have to run the league or ladder, but you talk to Connor. He will get you set up, and you can run the league or ladder anytime during the year.
Okay.
It's free of charge through R2. We've waived all the fees on it. Also, 2-for-1 tournament sanctioning. If you sanction a tournament, you can use it anytime during the year. We'll give you another one for free. So you take advantage of that. Watch for the newsletter. It comes out mid-month. Other than that, Maurice, any parting words you'd like to say before we go off?
Everybody who was here, if you watched it, if you're just catching on, share You can always watch it back. Also, share this video with your friends. Ask them to share it. Let's get the word out. Let's get this festival. Let's get everything. Let's get the scholarship recipients and recognition. Get this word out, and let's get some information moving. I really appreciate you having me on, Mike. I do. Thank you.
All right. You bet. Thank you very much. Thank everybody. Renew your membership. Support USA Racquetball, because we are all in this to support racquetball. Indoor, outdoor,
Absolutely.
all of it.
Yep.
It's all racquetball. We enjoy and support all of it. So please have a great time. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.